Okay, first thing I'm going to do is jack this car up by putting the front on ramps and the back on some boards so I can get my jack under the rear. What I have here is a 2x4, 2 feet long, exactly 24 inches, and I mark this as my C5 rear piece. And you can see some cradle marks on it, and then my jack, my saddle of my jack goes right here, so it'll be like this with the jack under it, and we'll go underneath the cradle. I'll show you that now. I'll show you how I have this piece of wood. It's only a 2x4. If it was a 2x6 or a 2x8, it would span this whole webbing piece, but since we have only a 2x4, you can see under here it won't quite span the whole thing. So I want to make sure I jack without damaging any of the aluminum. So this is how I have it under here on my jack. Okay, you see that? Okay, so let's begin jacking this up. And then we'll put some jack stands under it. I want the car to be level. Okay, took the load off the jack there. I'll just leave the jack sitting here. So this is what we have here. So we have supported fully across the aluminum webbing, and the tires are off the ground. And the car is level, is what we're after. So yeah, the car is sitting pretty close to level. Okay, the tools you're going to need to work on this job is a 1/4 inch ratchet with an extension. It's like a 3-inch extension there. And you need 3 gallons of Dexcool. I'm using 50/50. The part number is 123-78390. Premix is 10-5027. This is genuine GM. I bought 6 gallons because I have 2 Corvettes, and potentially you could drain up to 10 or 11 quarts out. So you may need 3 gallons per car. You might want some gloves. You're going to do this hot, so you might splash on you, so protect yourself. Towel to protect the fender of the car, and a 12 quart bucket. And this will just barely fit underneath the air dam of the car to get under the radiator. A taller 5 gallon bucket with my Rhino ramps won't work. So that's what we're going to use to do this job. And let's get to it. Since I bought this Z06 pre-owned, I want to make sure the prior owner did not change to any different coolant. So we want to make sure we have the orange stuff. So pinkish color orange, and that is Dexcool. You don't want green stuff in there, otherwise you're going to have to flush it twice to get it all out. So we have the cold full mark right here. Hopefully you can see that it says right here, full cold, and that line is right there. We're just below that. The car is cold, completely cold. I just pulled it on the ramps. So we're going to begin the process of warming up the engine now. First thing we're going to do is take this radiator cap, surge tank coolant cap off. And let's see if we can look down in there. Yep, it's definitely the right color coolant. And what we're going to do now is just put this on, just setting it there with maybe one turn. We don't want pressure to build up. Okay, I am under the car on the passenger side of the radiator. This is the drain that we turn a quarter turn, this drain cock, and then it comes out right here into my 12 quart bucket that just fits underneath the car on these Rhino ramps. It's pretty tight under here. So you want to use a 1/4 inch driver, not a 3/8. You want a 1/4 inch. So we'll get that in there. And I just want to make sure I can loosen this before everything gets hot under here, because this is the first time I've drained the coolant on this Z06 since I bought it from someone else. And I don't know if they changed it. Oh yeah, this looks like it's going to turn easily. Okay, let me see if I can get a little bit to dribble out, and then I'll close that and warm the engine up. Okay, so step one, this is off. Just put it on here like a single turn so it can't build up pressure and won't fall off. Step two, we're going to turn on the heater, and step three, we're going to start the engine and get it up to 210 degrees. In the car, let's get it in neutral. Let's switch our gauges to coolant temperature. And let's come over here and set our climate control to hot. Let's make that really hot. And the fan doesn't have to be especially fast, because your heater core is like a little radiator, and we want to get the car hot. So we've got this set point at 90. So the heater core is open, and we're just gonna let this thing warm up to 200 degrees on at least 200. The thermostat in this C5, all the factory C5 thermostats are set at 190 Fahrenheit. So get this past 190, we'll just go to 200. We don't need to get up to boiling point. Water boils at 212 Fahrenheit. Coolant boils higher than that. But if we get it to 200, we know the thermostat is open. That will drain anything from our engine block, and we've got our heater on, so we will get the heater core drain, the engine block drain, the radiator drain, and the surge tank is a high point, so it'll drain by gravity down through the radiator. So we'll get all four of those places clear of old coolant. Okay, we just passed 190, so the thermostat is open. That means the engine is exchanging coolant with the radiator now. We'll just go a little more, so it's 200, so it stays open by the time I get under there and open it up. All right, 199, 201. Okay, let's shut it down. Take the key out, get under the car. There we go. Ooh, that's steamy hot. So let that keep draining out till we get, it's a 12 quart bucket, so it should be almost full when we're done. Should get reasonably about 10 and a half quarts out. There's no more coolant coming out, so let's close the drain plug here. Switch my ratchet to the other direction. We didn't get much out. That was not good. This is disappointing. There's markings on this bucket and we got exactly 4 quarts out. I was expecting 10 quarts, so that ain't good. Not sure why we didn't get more out, because it was hot enough. So we'll just fill the system up and probably do another flush again in a couple of weeks. Okay, we got our orange lid Dexcool 50/50 premix and our funnel. We're going to fill this up to a 1/2 inch above the full cold on here. So a 1/2 inch above that line, which is just basically up to the black. Okay. Up to the full cold. Now it's draining down a little. I've poured in about half of this gallon. Still not up to the full cold. I can hear it trickling down through the hoses. We know we got 1 gallon out, so it should take this full gallon. It's at the full cold. Got just a little bit left in the bottom of here. We need to go a 1/2 inch above that full cold. Okay, I took that gallon. That's about what we got out, 1 gallon. See the full cold line there? And we're about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. We're right up to the black. You can see a little bit here of air, but we'll it with no cap. Just for 1 minute, we'll run the engine 1 minute with no cap. The engine for 1 minute, we're still above the full cold. Now we're supposed to put the cap back on tight this time and run the engine till we get up to 210, 200, anything to open the thermostat. Okay, we're right at the cold full. It says to add a 1/2 inch on there and run the engine again. Okay, a little hissing there. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Go. It did rise up a little bit above that full when I opened it. So I'm not going to add any more. It says close it up, let it run again. Okay, we're still above the full cold, so that's good. Cap is on tight. What we're going to do now is lower the back of the car to make the engine the high point to see if we can get any more air out of the system, and then we're done. Okay, I got both jack stands and the jack out from under the back, so the engine is now the high point. I'm going to run it. You can see as the engine is cooling down, it's now at full cold. Even though it's not all the way cold, it's sitting at full cold right now. So let's run the engine one last time. So I've got my hardtop 2000 Corvette, doing it a little bit different this time. I left this cap on tight, ran the engine to 221 degrees Fahrenheit, and then opened the drain cock, turn off the engine, open the drain cock, left this cap on, got about a gallon out, and then it was coming down to a dribble. That's when I took this cap off, and as you lower it, as you loosen it slowly, you'll get a little hissing, just go slow, and then you can take it all the way off. And I didn't get scalded, nothing came out. And then I got more coolant to come out. And it looks like our bucket is almost full. So we got probably 10 quarts. I'll pull that bucket in just a second and show you that result. I think we're down to just a dribble now. Let's squeeze some of these hoses. Yeah, these hoses are hot. Yeah, but let me get the bucket out. Okay, much better result this time. Let's see the measurements on here. I got about, it says 8 quarts. About, oh, it's rocking, I just moved it. You can see the steam coming off of there. Yeah, I got just a smidgen over 8 quarts out. It's like boiling hot. It looks pretty clean, just like the other car, but got twice as much out, 2 gallons instead of 1 gallon. So I read online that sometimes you have better results leaving the surge tank capped while you heat up the engine. And they say you're supposed to go to 210 Fahrenheit. And I thought, well, let's go higher. So I went to 221. Don't know if that made any difference. Don't know which of the two made the difference, but I got 2 gallons out instead of 1 gallon. So better result this way.